What's up, y'all? So today I just want to talk about the difference between your attitude and your feelings. Your feelings have nothing to do with your attitude, and your attitude has nothing to do with your feelings. And it's really important that you intentionally align your thoughts and your own reaction to your feelings, because once a feeling is already in your presence, in your awareness, then there's no changing it. Once a feeling and an emotion is there, when it's here, you can only change your perception of that emotion. And then once you change that perception of that emotion could potentially change. But the key to the real wise thing to do here, when you are feeling an emotion that is less than optimal or less than ideal, is to change your attitude around that. Change your perception of that emotion. Because the thing that is going to be continuously riddling and troubling your subjective reality, your own personal experience, is the continuation of the suffering of the emotion, because the emotion is real visceral. It's like you can change thoughts, can change in a moment, but feelings linger around, and they tend to be a lot more heavy, a lot more real, right? Because they actually motivate us to because they stimulate stuff in our body, and they move chemicals and start moving stuff around. So I would like to note that either of these are not physical, though. Both your attitude and your feelings are not physical. They are something that interrupts or interferes with physicality, and they influence physicality in your own chemical body more than anything. So that's the only real thing that exists, guys, is like your own perception, your own awareness, and your own feelings to those awareness. And it's a constant cycle. So when you're feeding yourself continuous thoughts about feeling shameful about a feeling you're having, or a desire or a yearning you're having, when you start to feel a type of contraction or blocking of your own emotions, then it's a signal to you that your perception is not free, it's not liberated, it's not expansive. It's you're narrowing your focus to that particular emotion that is giving you that kind of reciprocated loop of constant feeling of bad. But you and I both know that a feeling can change in any instant. So going on the moment that you have right now and doing what it is that feels best for you is going to make you become more aware of what you are capable of doing, what you are capable of shifting in your perception, in your reality. Because, guys, we're all living in our own bubbles of reality, our own timelines. And they may seem like they can connect, and they seem like they're one, but they're really not. We're all, in a sense, separated because of our individuated awareness, of our perception that we are separate from everything. Because that is relevant for us right now. That's relevant for us in the third dimension, in the third and fourth density, in the perception that you are a body. This is all relevant for us to become more aware that we have more control of our attitude and our feelings much more. So let's think about for a second how our ideas are fueling our emotions and our emotions are fueling our ideas. This constant reciprocated cycle is going to be your way out of any suffering, because once you pinpoint what you want to desire, what you desire within your mind, once you envision and see something that you want, then you can aim your focus and your awareness to that particular parallel reality and that alternate timeline and that alternate perception and attitude that exists at any moment. And you can start to feel good in quick flashes, very quick flashes. So the more that we choose to focus and concentrate our attitude on what we desire and the state of being that we desire, because let's say, for instance, you don't know what you want and you just want to feel good and peaceful and at ease and like have no stress. So that is going to require you to actually let go, because you have no clarity. You have no idea of what you desire. So you have to let go of what it is that you are holding on to. What is muddying or muddling your clarity, and what is distorting your own peace and distorting your own perception of feeling at ease and with rest and feeling, deeply restful. You must continue to let go. So that's a neutral experience, and you can't change a negative experience to a positive one so easily. So I highly recommend you go from negative to neutral and then positive. But if you're already in a neutral place, then you're at peace to a great extent in your life. Then it's much easier to make that transition up to that higher frequency and that state, that more liberated, free state of being, of positivity, than it is of transitioning from a very low, depressed, kind of contracted and lacking perception. So what you desire is your ultimate guideline and your ultimate goal for you to feel, because you don't want to be jerked around and be a victim to your feelings anymore, because that is what we've all been doing for the past millions and millions of years, because we've been going on our instincts. And instincts are very intelligent, don't get me wrong. They are a mechanism for you to understand what vibration you are operating on. So we have to actually be conscious of that vibration of what we're operating on, and then not shame ourselves about like what our emotions are telling us, because our emotions are a clear pathway to higher intelligence. So we have to use it in the way that we desire. We have to use our thoughts to focus and concentrate on what it is that we most want to feel. And that does not have anything to do with like circumstances or material reality or any kind of physical reflection, physical manifestation. Yeah, you think you want, a nice Corvette, a nice house, but really, you really want to feel abundant. You really want to feel free. You want to feel safe. You want to feel happy. You want to feel like you're rich. You want to feel like you have plenty. And that feeling is what is really significant. So do what it is that makes you feel those ways right now, and don't don't rely on having the house or the car for you to be and feel abundant. So this requires you to use your imagination. It requires you to take action in the moment. It requires you to visualize and utilize your imagination to create your reality and create what you want to experience. Say, for instance, I'm not feeling so good, so I'm going to go take a hike and I'm going to feel better. I'm going to feel better about like being free and just like having just appreciating the beauty and the nice weather, and like, I'm in my body and I can enjoy the warmth on my skin, and just like all these tiny little things are gonna, all these acknowledgments and these awarenesses are gonna ultimately build on your vibration and raise you higher and higher, so that you will have less likely chance to come back down into that really low state of being, of like maybe anger or dread or unhappiness or fear or lack, So yeah, hopefully you guys can understand that there is nothing that is real outside of you. The only thing that you can that you can actually feel, that the only thing that you can ever perceive is within you. That is your thoughts, and your thoughts are always reacting to the physical reflection that you are emanating. Your vibratory frequency is emanating a certain particular resonance, and your physical reality is going to shape itself around that. So understand that you are actually not the body, you are not actually physical, you are not actually something that is chemical, because what you are as awareness, what you are as consciousness, is the attitude and the thoughts and the desire and the feelings, the emotions and the yearnings. You are those things. You are multidimensional, you are vibration, you are not physical, you are metaphysical. So hopefully this serves you guys well. And if you guys have any questions, please comment or like and subscribe. And I appreciate all your time and viewing. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next one.